It's 2:03 a.m. when my phone buzzes. Julie's text glows on the screen. Sorry about this. Something unexpected came up. I'll be home soon. I stare at those words for exactly 30 seconds before typing back. I know the name of your unexpected. It's Chris. Hope you enjoyed the show. My finger hovers over send. Then I press it. The phone starts ringing immediately. I ignore it. Ring after ring after ring. She always was persistent when caught in a lie. 25 minutes later, our apartment door slams open. Julie bursts in with Amanda, her coworker, both looking like they've rehearsed this scene a dozen times. Danny, we need to talk, Julie says, her voice that fake calm tone she uses with difficult clients at her PR firm. I'm sitting in our leather chair, the expensive one she insisted we buy to match the aesthetic of our downtown loft. Everything in this place screams her taste, cold, modern, sterile. Like living inside a magazine nobody actually reads. Talk away, I say, not looking up from my laptop. But first, Amanda, how long have you been helping my wife cheat on me? Amanda's face goes pale. She wasn't expecting that curveball. Danny, you're being paranoid, Julie tries, but her voice cracks on the word paranoid. I finally look up. Julie's wearing the black dress she claimed was for a client dinner. Her makeup is smudged just enough to tell a story she doesn't want me reading. Paranoid? I close the laptop slowly. Is that what we're calling screenshots these days? The color drains from Julie's face faster than water down our overpriced designer sink. I've been a tech repair guy for 15 years. I fix computers, phones, tablets, anything with circuits and secrets. People bring me their broken devices and trust me to save their digital lives. What they don't realize is that I see everything. Every deleted text, every hidden folder, every private conversation they thought was gone forever, including my wife's. You want to see them? I ask, reaching for my phone. The messages to Chris? The hotel reservations? The photos you sent him in our bedroom? Before we deeper into this story, I have one small request. Please subscribe, drop a like, comment, and hit that hype button to boost this channel so more people can discover these incredible Reddit stories. Julie's mouth opens, but nothing comes out. Amanda takes a step toward the door. Oh, Amanda, I say without turning around. The ones where you helped pick out lingerie? Those are particularly interesting. She freezes. I stand up slowly, savoring this moment. For 3 months, I've been the fool. The husband working late at his shop, while his wife played house with some social media manager who thinks posting gym selfies counts as a career. Here's what's going to happen, I say, my voice steady as granite. You're both going to leave. You're going to think very carefully about how you want this to play out. Because I have enough evidence to turn your perfect little lives into a public spectacle that'll make reality TV look classy. Julie finds her voice. You can't threaten us. I smile. It's not a nice smile. I'm not threatening anyone. I'm just a guy who knows how to recover deleted files. I pull up Chris's number on my phone. Speaking of which, I should probably let him know we've had this conversation. I type, I know. Don't sleep too well tonight. Send. Julie lunges for my phone, but I'm already moving toward the door, grabbing my jacket. Where are you going? She demands. Out. You two have planning to do. I'd suggest starting with damage control, but honestly, I don't think you're qualified for this kind of mess. I pause at the door, hand on the handle. Oh, and Julie, next time you want to cheat, maybe don't do it with someone who backs up everything to the cloud. Amateur mistake. The door closes behind me with a satisfying click. The rusty anchor hasn't changed since I started coming here 5 years ago. Same sticky floors, same neon beer signs casting red shadows on faces that have seen better decades. It's the kind of place where Julie would never set foot, which makes it perfect for what I need to do. Rebecca slides into the booth across from me, her laptop bag slung over her shoulder. She's a graphic designer who rents space above my repair shop, and right now, She's the only person I trust. You look terrible, she says, signaling the bartender for coffee. Thanks. That's exactly what my ego needed. She opens her laptop. Show me what you've got. I slide my phone across the table. For the next 20 minutes, Rebecca scrolls through the evidence I've collected. Her expression shifts from sympathy to disgust to something that might be admiration. This is thorough, she says finally. Disturbingly thorough. I'm good at my job. Your job is fixing phones, not destroying marriages. My marriage was already destroyed. I'm just documenting the wreckage. Rebecca leans back in the cracked vinyl booth. So what's the plan? Public humiliation? Social media blitz? Please tell me you're not going to do something stupid. I take a long sip of coffee that tastes like it was brewed during the previous administration. Nothing illegal, nothing violent, just educational. Educational? People should know who they're dealing with. Julie's built her whole career on managing other people's reputations. Time to see how she handles her own crisis. My phone buzzes. Text from Chris. We need to talk. I show Rebecca. She shakes her head. He's scared, she says. He should be. I type back. Parking garage behind Murphy's Electronics. 1 hour. Come alone. Danny, what are you doing? Gathering more evidence. Chris strikes me as the type who says stupid things when he's nervous. Rebecca closes her laptop. I'm coming with you. No. Yes. Someone needs to make sure you don't cross any lines you can't uncross. An hour later, we're sitting in Rebecca's car on the 3rd level of the parking garage. Chris's Tesla pulls up exactly on time. He gets out slowly, looking around like he expects an ambush. I meet him halfway between our cars. He's smaller than I expected, all designer clothes and nervous energy, the kind of guy who probably practices his tough guy face in the mirror. Look, man, he starts. I never meant for this to happen. Which part? The 3-month affair or getting caught? His Adam's apple bobs. Julie said you two were having problems. Julie says a lot of things, like how she told you I was boring in bed, or how she wished she'd married someone with ambition. I pull out my phone. Want to hear the recording? Chris goes pale. You recorded us? I recorded her. In our apartment. Talking to you on speakerphone while I was supposedly at work. I hit play. Julie's voice fills the space between us. Danny's so predictable. Same routine every day. I need someone who actually excites me, you know? Chris's voice responds. Just leave him. We could get a place together. Julie laughs. With what money? Your Instagram sponsorships? I stop the recording. Chris looks like he's going to be sick. Here's the thing, Chris. I don't actually care that you slept with my wife. What I care about is that you're both too stupid to do it discreetly. I step closer. And now your stupidity is my opportunity. What do you want? I want you to disappear. Delete her number. Block her on everything. Pretend this never happened. And if I don't? I smile. Then everyone gets to hear the rest of that recording, including the part where you talk about your girlfriend Emma. You know, the one who thinks you're faithful? Chris's face crumbles. You can't do this. I can do whatever I want. You gave me the ammunition when you decided to target my marriage. I turn to walk away, then pause. Oh, and Chris? That Tesla is nice. Be a shame if something happened to it. I don't wait for his response. Monday morning arrives like a hangover. I'm at my shop by 7, same as always, but everything feels different. The familiar smell of solder and electronics doesn't calm me like it used to. I've got work to do, and it's not the kind that involves circuit boards. My first customer is Mrs. Patterson, whose iPad won't connect to Wi-Fi. Simple fix, but she wants to chat about her daughter's upcoming wedding while I work. Marriage is such a beautiful thing, she says, completely oblivious to the irony. When two people really commit to each other, there's nothing stronger. Absolutely, I say, trying not to laugh. Nothing stronger than commitment. By lunch, I fixed 3 phones and uploaded Julie's affair evidence to a secure cloud server. Everything organized, dated, cross-referenced. If this were a legal case, I'd have enough evidence to convict. But this isn't about courts. This is about consequences. I'm eating a sandwich when my phone rings. Julie. We need to talk, she says, without preamble. I'm listening. Not over the phone. Meet me at Café Luna. 1 hour. Café Luna is her territory. Overpriced coffee and pretentious pastries where she meets clients. She wants the home field advantage. Fine, but I'm bringing backup. Danny, don't make this harder than it needs to be. I'm not the one who made this hard, Julie. The line goes quiet for a moment. Then, I know you're angry, but we can work through this. Work through this? I almost laugh. You cheated on me for 3 months. With my evidence, I could ruin your career, your reputation, everything you've built, and you want to work through this? Please, just meet me. Let me explain. I hang up. Rebecca drives me to Café Luna. Julie's already there, sitting at a corner table with Amanda. They both look like they haven't slept. I sit down across from them. Rebecca takes the table next to us, close enough to intervene if things go sideways. You look tired, I tell Julie. I've been thinking about what you said, about the evidence. And? Amanda leans forward. We think you're bluffing. I pull out my phone and place it on the table. Would you like me to prove you wrong right here? I've got your text messages, photos, hotel receipts, even GPS data from your phone showing every time you went to Chris's apartment. Julie's hand trembles as she reaches for her coffee cup. How long have you been spying on me? She asks. I wasn't spying. I was being a good husband trying to figure out why my wife suddenly needed to work late every Tuesday and Thursday. I lean back in my chair. Turns out your Tuesday and Thursday meetings were at the Marriott downtown, room 412, same room every time. Amanda's face goes red. You had no right. I had every right. She's my wife, was my wife. I look at Julie. Question is, what happens now? Julie straightens up, and for a moment I see the woman I married. Strong, determined, ready to fight. You release that evidence, you hurt yourself too. People will ask why you stayed with me if you knew. Let them ask. I've got nothing to hide. Your business will suffer. People don't want to hire someone they can't trust. I laugh, and it's not a pleasant sound. People don't trust someone they can't trust? Julie, you're a PR executive who's been lying to everyone for months. If anyone's going to have trust issues, it's you. I stand up. You've got until tonight to decide how you want this to play out. Quiet divorce, split everything down the middle, and maybe your dirty laundry stays private. Or we can do this the hard way. What's the hard way? Amanda asks. I look directly at her. The hard way is where I post everything online and let the internet decide who's telling the truth. I'm halfway to the door when Julie calls after me. You used to be a good man, Danny. I turn around. I'm still a good man. I'm just not a stupid one anymore. Outside, Rebecca shakes her head. You're really going to do this? I'm really going to do this. That evening, I create accounts on every social media platform Julie uses professionally. I craft the posts carefully, each one designed for maximum impact. Photos, screenshots, timestamps, everything laid out like a prosecutor's closing argument. At exactly midnight, I hit publish on all of them simultaneously. Then I turn off my phone and go to sleep. I wake up to someone pounding on my door. It's 6:30 a.m., and I already know who it is before I look through the peephole. Julie stands in the hallway still wearing yesterday's clothes, her perfect hair a mess. Amanda's behind her, looking like she's been crying. I open the door, but don't invite them in. You destroyed me, Julie says. Her voice is hollow, empty. I exposed you. There's a difference. My boss called at 5 this morning. I'm suspended pending investigation. Consequences. Amanda pushes forward. You're a monster. Do you know what you've done? I know exactly what I've done. I've shown people who you really are. I look at Amanda. Both of you. What did I do? Amanda demands. I pull out my phone and show her the screen. It's a text thread between her and Julie from 2 weeks ago. Amanda. Just tell him you're working late again. He's too stupid to figure it out. Julie. I feel bad lying to him. Amanda. He's holding you back anyway. Chris has actual ambition. Amanda's face goes white. You helped plan this, I continue. You encouraged it. You even picked out the hotel. I scroll to another message. Quote, the Marriott has better room service than the Hilton. Chris will appreciate the upgrade. You can't prove I wrote those. I can prove everything. Timestamps, GPS data, even the credit card you used to book the room. I look at Julie. Did you know Amanda charged it to her business account? Claimed it as a client meeting expense? Julie stares at her best friend. You said you paid cash. This is all your fault, Amanda snaps at me. If you'd been a better husband, none of this would have happened. Something cold settles in my chest. If I'd been a better husband? You were boring, predictable. Julie needed someone who could challenge her. Like Chris, the guy who's been cheating on his girlfriend with my wife? I show them another screenshot. This is from his Instagram yesterday. Him and Emma at dinner celebrating their 2-year anniversary, posted 3 hours after he was texting Julie about leaving me. Julie looks confused. Emma? His girlfriend, the one he lives with, the one he's been with the entire time he's been seeing you. I can't help but smile. Did you really think you were his only side piece? The silence stretches between us like a broken bridge. You're lying, Julie whispers. Call him. Ask him about Emma. Julie pulls out her phone with shaking hands. Dials Chris's number. It goes straight to voicemail. She tries again. Same result. He blocked you, I say. Probably did it the night I confronted him in the parking garage. What parking garage? Julie asks. The one where I explained to Chris exactly what would happen if he didn't disappear from your life. I lean against the doorframe. Turns out, he's smarter than both of you. He knew when to cut his losses. Amanda's phone buzzes. She looks at it, and her face goes pale. What? Julie asks. My biggest client just canceled our contract. They saw the posts. I nod. Probably not the last one either. People don't like working with someone who helps destroy marriages. Bad for the brand. Julie looks at me with something that might be hatred. You've ruined everything. I've revealed everything. There's a difference. I step back into my apartment. You two should probably figure out your next move. The internet doesn't forget, and this story's just getting started. I close the door on their stricken faces. Through the peephole, I watch them stand there for another minute before walking away. Julie's shoulders are shaking. Amanda's on her phone, probably trying to do damage control. Too little, too late. My phone starts ringing. Rebecca. Have you seen the comments? She asks. Not yet. Bad? For them? Catastrophic. For you? People are calling you a hero. I walk to my laptop and open social media. The posts have been shared hundreds of times. The comments are brutal. Finally, a man who stands up for himself. Julie's company should fire her immediately. Anyone know who Chris is? This guy deserves to know what kind of woman he's dating. Plot twist. Chris has a girlfriend too. These people are trash. I scroll through dozens more. The court of public opinion has reached its verdict. My phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. This isn't over. I screenshot it and add it to my evidence folder. Then I get dressed and go to work. I've got computers to fix, and for the first time in months, I'm actually looking forward to my day. The story ends here, with Danny having successfully exposed the truth and reclaimed his dignity. The revenge is complete, the consequences are real, and justice has been served through revelation rather than violence. Julie, Amanda, and Chris all face the natural consequences of their actions, while Danny emerges victorious but not vindictive. A man who refused to be a victim and instead became the architect of his own justice.